Our next speaker is a foodie, a seeker of wisdom, and a seasoned world traveler. She is on a mission to spread joy and hope through her storytelling based on her real life adventures. Fresh off her latest journey, fellow Toastmasters and guests, please help me welcome Mira Magdalena to the stage. Mentioning the title of Mira's speech is Room for More. And I love that. So.
Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in the world of my creation, where we'll see, we'll defy explanation. Fascinated by these positive reveries you all have been sharing. My personal experience with Thanksgiving hasn't always been as fun as it sounds like yours has been. As Jeff was asked about earlier with, what did he do overseas? I too spent many years overseas with the military for Thanksgiving and New Year's and anniversaries and everything else. Matter of fact, there are over 200,000 Americans stationed overseas right now. About 170,000 of them are active duty. The rest are family and support. So what do we do when we're overseas celebrating a very American holiday? Well, there's a commissary. You can go and buy a turkey, and you can go to the chow hall and have a great prepared meal, which is always an option. But my last year overseas in Korea was the one where I was sick. And in the past, I had always put on a huge spread. I grew up as part of a military family, had married into the military, also had my own military career, and we always invite single soldiers over for dinner. There's always room for more. Now, we know what it feels like to be separated from your family, sometimes not by choice, and how that longing for community can lead to a real depth of loneliness. So this Thanksgiving, I was overseas and I had been pretty sick, and I just wasn't up for cooking. As a matter of fact, my depression was kind of spiraling, so I kind of found myself isolating. I didn't want to be around anybody at all. And my husband, God bless his soul, loves to eat. And he's like, I don't care if you want to do Thanksgiving or not. We have friends. How many times do we feed them? I'm calling them up and they're going to feed us this time. So he invites military members, Americans, and everybody's bringing American food. But he also had a cousin who was from his country who brought Uzbek food. We also had family and friends who were Filipino and Korean. And next thing you know, I'm in foodie paradise. Now, I've got the turkey and the ham. I've got shish kebab. I've got samsa, which is a bread pocket stuffed with meat and onions. I've got this delicious spicy carrot Korean salad and little lumpia. If you ever had Filipino lumpia, yeah, those who know. If you don't, look me up later. So here I am with this beautiful spread of food that I did not have to cook, which of course made me incredibly grateful and thankful. Because to me, that's the real message of Thanksgiving. It's not the Black Friday sales. It's not the story of how America took over a lot of indigenous culture, traditions even. It's not the story of us being the winning country. It's the story of people who came together during a really hard moment, much like all of us have been doing lately, right? Like the pilgrims, those of us here in Florida have survived quite a lot recently. It's been a lot of loss and a lot of grief. And it's hard struggling, processing it when we're supposed to be happy. It's Thanksgiving, right? Reverie. It's supposed to be positive. But let's just take a moment and acknowledge our grief. It's okay if you're a little sad this year. It's okay if you feel a little lost. It's okay if you even feel a little bit alone. I think we all do sometimes. But you can do like my husband did and said, you know what? Forget all that. Let's focus on the food. So, if you guys are anything like me and you enjoy sampling many different types of food and opinions, I'd like to give you all an invitation. Some of you know, some of you don't know, I'm a chaplain here at the Temple of the Living God. And our mission is to support people on their spiritual path. We are non denominational, no religion. My husband is a Muslim. I was raised a Jew with a Catholic father. We have shamans and Buddhists and those who are just seeking who come here. But what I learned from all my overseas Thanksgivings isn't that it has to be your family that makes you feel like you're at home. It's the community you choose to surround yourself with. People who accept you for who you are. People who know when you're having a bad day that a little bit of apple pie or some Filipino pancit is exactly what you need to make you feel that love again. So this Sunday, we are having our Kringle Mingle. You can dress up in holiday gear if you want to. It is open to everybody. We have energetic healing right here in the corner every morning. If you believe in that, I do. I recommend you come early. Services start at 11. We don't preach. There's no book you have to read. There's no dharma. There's a lot of great music, a lot of great companionship, and a room full of people who love to cook. And we put on quite a spread. So if you'd like to come, I'd love to invite you here to be a part of our community, to be a part of our home. So you know you don't have to do this alone. So you know there's always someone who's going to be there to lift you up. And, if you want to come, please bring a dish. I want to eat your food also. And I also gave everybody a little flyer. This is the list of our events that we're doing for this month here. On December 8th, in particular, I happen to be the chaplain that day, but it's also Show Your Angel Spirit, and I love to get dressed up. So, y'all want to see a real angel? Come on down. But overall, I just want you to know that no matter what you're going through this Thanksgiving, whether you have a big family meal planned or no meal planned, that there are spaces like this, not just here, but throughout Pinellas County, throughout Florida. And please reach out. And remember, you're never alone.